Second question says a body of mass 8 kilogram. So they give us parameter as a mass of 8 kilogram, right? On a plane surface is pulled by force Fp at 30 degrees. So they give us theta as 30 degrees and they give us a force Fp. We don't know what it is first. The horizontal. Find the force Fp. Okay, if coefficient of static friction, coefficient of friction is 0.6 and g is given as 10 meters per second square, right? So at the diagram of this, let's look at how it looks like. This is our smooth horizontal surface. Yep. And this is our body here. Right? It said a body of mass 8 kilograms. So the mass of this object, the mass is 8 kilogram. Right? Remember, we know that it has a weight. There are two forces that act on a body. The weight, which is equal to mg, it has a normal reaction. Right? Right? And if the body is sliding this way, it means the frictional force is going this way. Let's assume it's frictional force. Right? And it said the body of mass 8 kilogram is pulled on a surface, is pulled by force Fp. So let's assume it is pulled here, right, to the horizontal. So if this force is pulled, I told you that if it is forming an angle, there are going to be two axes. It's going to have an x-axis and a y-axis, right? Yep. So if this is our Fp, it means there's going to be a force here. Fp what? Cos theta. And here we're going to have Fp sin theta. In as much as it is put to the horizontal, there's theta here, it's going to form two axes, right? The x-axis and the y-axis. Right, so and looking at this, it's very simple now. We know that if this pulled here, that means this is frictional force acting here. So resolution of force with the x-axis will be equal to 0. Remember, when we're looking at our resolution of forces, we said all force they sum to give us 0, right? All the forces they will sum themselves to give us 0. So if you look at that, it's going to be this one minus this one. That's to the x direction, right? We're going to have this force minus this force. So naturally, we know that resolution of force is equal to this one, frictional force, minus what? Minus Fp cos theta, right? And we know that theta there is what? Is 30. So we can just change it as Sp cos 30, right? And we know that if this is 0, it will be 0 equal to what? Frictional force minus Fp cos 30. What's cos 30? I believe 0.860. Cos 30 gives us, 0.860. So if we bring this one out, or if we collect like terms, our frictional force is going to be what? Cos 30 is 0.860. We're going to have 0.8660 Fp, right? And we know that frictional force, we are aware, note, frictional force is equal to what? Mu r, right? So we'll substitute this for mu r is equal to 0.8660 Fp. It gave us our coefficient of static friction at 0.6. So here we can substitute it as 0.6 r is equal to 0.8660. Divide both sides by 0.6 Fp, 0.6. If this cancels this, let's look at that. 0.860 divided by 0.6. We have 1.443. So our normal reaction is 1.443 Fp. Remember, they asked us to look for Fp. Now we've resolved all the forces to the x-axis, right? Let's resolve the forces to the y-axis. So we also know that EF of y will be equal to 0. Sum of all the forces will give us 0, right? So if we're looking at that at the y-axis, it means we are going to have this upper one minus the weight here, just as we have frictional force minus this. All of these are the positive side of y, all of these are the negative side of y, right? So it's going to be everything here minus this, right? So with that, EF of y is going to be everything up there is what? Fp sine theta plus r. I say r plus Fp sine theta right, minus w. All of this minus w. Very simple, right? And we know that what's it called, AF of y is 0, so we can put 0 here. That means we are saying 0 is equal to r plus fp sine 30, right? Because our angle here is given as what, as 30. We give us the angle as 30 minus w, right? And we know that w is equal to what, mg, right? Yeah, that's mass times acceleration to gravity. So in that, we can bring mg out, depending on what you want. Or we can say 0 is equal to r plus fp sine 30 there gives us what, 0.5. So we can just put 0.5 fp minus the mass there is what, our mass is giving us what, as 8 kilogram. So we have 8 times 10, that should be 80. So with that we have 0 is equal to r plus 0.5 fp minus what, minus 18. So if we collect like terms, bringing 80 out, if we bring the 80 out, it's going to be 80 equal to r plus 0.5 fp. But from equation 1, our r is 1.443 fp, right? So we substitute. We're going to have 80 is equals to 1.443 fp plus 0.5 fp. So if we sum this up, we're going to have 80 is equals to what, 1.943 fp. With that, to divide both sides by 1.943. This will take off this. Our fp becomes 80 over 1.943. That gives us what? Let's look at that. 80 divided by 1.943. 41.17. Answer is 41.17. So you see how it works now. Very, very simple, right? First of all, we resolve all the force to the y-axis, right? Summation of force gives us 0. Then sum them. The force here minus the force here will give us that 0. You can just follow the steps we use. So in case you have any question, you can leave them in the comment section. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. Right? See you in the next video, guys. Thank you.